Hi, my name is Doyle. I'm the founder of Gather. I'm a former QS and I started Gather because I was sick and tired of horrible paper records and not having the data that I needed when I needed it. So fast forward today, I'm going to give you a less than 10-minute demo of Gather. We can go through this in more details by booking a call or when we meet. But today I'm going to go through the basics. So Gather is a web application. It's software as a service as a web app and a mobile application. I'm on the web app today. The mobile app is used by fields teams. It's available on Android, iOS, phone or tablet, also works fully offline. If I go into a typical project, so let's pick up the A1 upgrade, it's plan, record and report. So plan, record, report, really, really simple. The planning bit is around pre-population. We want to bring those records in. So for any of those that have used kind of more traditional ways of capturing information, planned 100%, done 100%, that's not really what you need, is it? You want to know absolute quantity. So bring in the stuff from your program, preload it. So that team that's working in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night, all they're doing is filling a pre-populated record that's got 64% of the record already done for them and just giving us actuals. So if we go into the records, then we've got lots and lots of those that are waiting actuals we just alluded to. We've got some that are in draft, and we're going to look at an example here that's been submitted. So 6 steps. This will change depending on your kind of access to your infrastructure. So if you're working in rail, there'll be an extra step. If you're working in highways, there'll be a different step. But a basic one will have a minimum of 5 steps. You can add documents, so you can add in things like drawings, task brief sheets, all that kind of good stuff can go in there. We want to make that contemporaneous record on site really detailed, really useful. And we want site teams to love it, don't we? We want it to be easier for them to get away with all that horrible paperwork. Right. This is the whistle stop tour, so 5 steps. So shift information, we're capturing the start time, the duration. Things like meeting points are always drop down menus. In Gather, we try to minimize the free text bit, and when there is free text, which you'll see in a second, we categorize it. So all of these are set by yourselves in the front end. Really, really simple to do, really easy. Weather, I'm our office in Manchester, but if I was on site using a mobile device, this will pull in automatically. And things like the site supervisor, half the battle is making sure you've got a record. So Ben Walker's the supervisor, so Ben will get reminders, we'll be able to see how many records Ben's done, what the status is, all that good stuff. Then we'll capture what we call people, equipment and materials. So align with the NEC form of contract, you might want to call it labour. Plant and material is entirely up to you, but this is what I would recommend. And we're bringing it in from your supply chain, so we choose a supplier, the role, and the name. Really, really simple to use, really easy to add in that information. Start and end time is defaulted to shift time, but maybe this person started a little bit later, let's say quarter past, and we'll add that information in very quickly. Very similar for equipment, very similar for materials, make it super, super easy. You can preload it, you can add it from scratch, you can add in new people, maybe someone different turned up. As a QS, I love this because this allows me to understand exactly what resource on site and the cost of work done for every single shift. Fast forward then, let's look at the work log. So we're working at this road. We have chosen discipline, so there's a list here. It's aligned with your BOQ or your schedule of activities. And then within that, we've installed, let's say, drainage. The unit of measure is linked back to your standard method of measurement, hopefully, but at least your kind of schedule. And we try and remove the percentage. It's more subjective and objective stuff. So 5 different people go out on site and we're all going to measure drainage in the same way. So in this case, meters. Plan 20, done 17. Well, what was the issue? Well, maybe we have to do some breaking out to get the drainage in, and that equipment breaks. So we link this with clause 60.1 of the NEC form of contract. You can link it with your appropriate contract, whether it be JCT, FIDIC, whatever it needs to be. You can also amend it because all these contracts these days have Z clauses, don't they? So you can set that in the workspace settings. After that, we can start to add in pictures, we can add in events. It takes a date, time now, comment, picture, really, really simple and really easy to do. So we wouldn't do that on the phone because that takes the metadata, so we can start to plot that on our site view function as well, where we can see all those images. If there's something unplanned, so if you look at this last activity that's unplanned here, we can start to see why. So got some additional things, we're going to put that in straight away. We can add other information around comments, close calls, environmental issues. The headers might change to your sector, you might not call them close calls. Delivery notes, we capture that information as well. So Ben would be it's received by, and the supplier, purchase order, delivery note number. So going away from that kind of traditional process, gets the finance people happy as well. The three-way match in terms of doing GRNing, it's all there. And again, we want this to be easy for field people, not dealing with scraps of paper. It's all in one place. So I'll just delete that off because we haven't got one to add today. In the comments then, so we're going to add in the allocation of resource to activities, kind of the secret sauce that brings it all together. So in this case, we can see we've got some non-productive time for Aaron. Really easy to do and really quite beneficial in the short term. Substantiation of change, and when things are delayed, you want to know why and what the resources are affected. But even in the long term, there's a huge benefit. So we're effectively creating our own version of Spons. We have got all the allocated resource to activity. So I know what the output is, I know what the cost of that resource is, I know what the optimum gang size is, I know what the reasons for variance or the non-productive time they're likely to face. So we're starting to bring up that unit rate, and because it gathers a standardized approach, you can do that across your entire business, your entire project. And that is really simple. I'm going to allocate some time here just to finish this one off. If we've gone too many, as you can see, we can change that. And then next, and then it's just a bit record. This one we've already done, so you can see that. Okay, if we go back then, project reports, we've got shift reports, a one-for-one relationship. Very traditional, probably trying to move away from that a little bit, but we know people like to see it, so you can preview in the browser. You can tag it, so we can tag the record every day with maybe the CE. There's an integration with CMAR. If you use CMAR or another contract management tool, you can bring those CEs and those early warning references in straight in from CMAR using the tags function. And we can even share it with our colleagues, maybe on Teams or whatever tool that you use. I'll quickly download it today. We can have a quick look at what that looks like. So I'll just open this report. So you can see we'd have your logo on. We've got things like the shift score, we're here, working time, any reason for variance in the summary of works, really quick and easy to do. Most people won't go past that, but if you want to go into the events, you can see that they're all there. If we scroll down here, we can see the events would go in there, any comments, allocation, all the good stuff that you need, and any images and documents in the appendix. If we go back then to the platform, we want to actually go away from those kind of very traditional ways of working. Yes, we still need to do that, but what if we started to use those tags and actually save days of work? So I want to look at everything that's got, let's say, equipment breakdown, and we run an equipment report for the last 30 days of doing that. I want to actually see everything that's associated with the CE. So let me run all the labour, or the equipment associated with that. Let me run a progress report, see all those activities that go with it. So stuff that as a QS would have taken me a couple of days because I would have been doing the legwork to find all the records. I would have been manually entering into spreadsheets and manipulating that data. That's now done in a few clicks through the tags and those structured data source. So that's the simple plan, record and report. We can do more than that, obviously. So key insights, we embed, in this case, I'm going to embed a Power BI example where we can start to look at the comparisons of actual work. So you can see here you've got the planned and actual costs. You don't have to use costs, we can just look at hours. It's half the equation, isn't it? Going back to those defined costs. We can look at the plan forecast, the allocation. We can even start to compare labour and plant. So if I pick a week, and I'll say this week from the last year, we can start to look at the planned and actual hours for teams. We can understand how it's allocated to cost. But you don't have to do that straight away. We can do really simple progress. So if I look at another project, I'll quickly load their dashboards. We can start to look at the variances. But we can have a feed from site. So we can have a standard shift record feed as it comes in so you can see what happens. We can want to look at resource, how it's being utilised and what it's working on. We can do all those metrics straight away. Everything I've shown you today in this kind of very quick tour is available at workspace level. So what we could do in one project, we can do for all projects together. We may want to say, right, I want to look at this one, and I run the resources associated with it, or whatever it needs to be. And we've got workspace key insights, and it's all managed centrally. There's you get a dedicated person from Gather. There's in-app help that you can use at any point and chat to us, look at our videos. We've even got a CPD accredited learning management system, the Gather Academy, within this platform, so you can get help and onboard people whenever you want. So that's the whistle stop tour. Hopefully that helps, and hopefully speak to you soon. Thank you much.